Hi everybody, Foxy Games here and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. As you can see, we are now in Brayflox's Longstop. Before the recording of this video, I did of course do my roulette for the day, and I don't believe I went into great detail as to what roulettes are. Roulettes are basically just random dungeons that you do in a day. You get a daily reward for them in the form of experience, money, and seals for your grand company, and later on those rewards will change to something far more useful. But for now, they give us exactly what we need. Let's go ahead and get these birds over to this thing, because he likes to throw rocks. And I would very much like to keep aggro. Or enmity, as they call it in this game. I guess they couldn't call it aggro. And as you can plainly see, the Longstop is not doing so well. Alright, so he gives us a key. I'm not sure where we go from here. It's been a while since I've done Brayflox. And that sounds kind of dirty in the right context, but why, healer? Why? Why would you do that? Suppose I had gone AFK. You would be fucked. But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. And here we are with the first boss. And I'd be lying if I said I remember what to do in this fight. Apparently, it's literally just smack it until it dies, which is fine by me. You know, the DPS, they're not doing a lot. Oh, it's because my DPS, it's a summoner and an archer. Bard, whatever. Alright, we're good. Loot. It's shit. I don't think the healer's paying attention. Oh, nope, now they are. More loot. Somebody found a box. Oh, it's shit. Yeah, we're good over there, just with these three. There's only three. Perfect. Now, I don't know why there are dragons attacking the Longstop. Better back up there, buddy. You're gonna get burned. Oh no, this goblin is being attacked. Let's save them. It's a real shame. The goblins in this game are not the sassy little short stacks that you see in World of Warcraft. You could hear me comment about that at length in the Idiots of Eorzea series. Yay. Oh, that's an interesting hat. Many thanks, he says. Alright, we got a Drake. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Well, let's go. Where the fuck are you going, summoner? Oh well. Uh-oh. Come here. Come here! Oh no, it's Brayflox herself! Save her. Also pretty sure she pulls aggro, which is fucking ridiculous, but I love it. And now she's dropping bombs on them. Now, no matter who has aggro, it's after her. And the boss and its buddy are almost dead. Hooray! Brayflox lives, and the dragon does not. Nice, I only need that. I'm gonna take that armor. It keeps wanting me to equip that stupid, shitty paddle. Whatever, fine, we'll do it for now. I did get a new sword, and its stats seem to be better, but the game wants me to equip this other thing. Well, we'll mess with that later on. For now, we have birds and... Motherfucker. Come here. Come here. Come here, all of ya, all of ya, all of ya. Oh, God. I'm gonna put Rampart on for this. I don't know which one of you did that, but I hate you. And you're about to pull that stupid fish. You did. Damn it. Oh my god, healer. Hurry. Thank you. Considering this is your fault, you'd better own it. What an absolute lad. Actually, I'm pretty sure the healer's a chick, so what an absolute lass. Everything turned out better than expected. Seriously, I thought we were dead there. Fuck you, and fuck you. Oh god, everything. No. Do not. Stop it. Swear to fucking God. Fuck it. Blowing our cooldowns. Now which is the right way out of here? Oh, it's up. Like what we're going. Oh look. It's a boss. He's dropping shit everywhere. Don't stand in that. Fuck a giant salamander ass. And he's inside a bubble. Somebody else is getting bubbled. Now it's the summoner. Oh, hello, dragon. I forgot about you. Just you go over there, I'll come over here. Oh dear. Like I said, I haven't done this place in a while. I forgot that dragon swoops in. I guess it saw that big salamander and decided it looks tasty. Oh yeah, and he runs away. Okay, there we go. Thought I was gonna get stuck. That's a cute hat, but I can't use it. Alright, next. All we have to do is find that dragon. This place is mercifully short compared to fucking Totorak. Which, by the way, has been every roulette since I started doing roulettes, basically. Of course, it has to do the longest dungeon that it's currently available to me every single time. Ah, incoming. Where did these motherfuckers come from? Swear to God, if one of these guys pulled them on purpose. About to beat their ass and fucking shove their dick in a cheese grater. Well, at least I leveled up. I did hit level 5, by the way, so I'll be doing my paladin quest. Right now I'm synced to level 34 because that's the highest this dungeon goes. Here we are with the final boss of this dungeon. I can't remember what to do with this one either, to be honest. I know he starts spitting stuff on the ground, and that's not good. Here, let's bring him to the back. Come on. That's the only thing I really remember, is that every tank I see play this goes toward the back of the room with him. I guess to try and limit the amount of space that he then closes off with his acid or fire or whatever it is. Doesn't look like he brings in any ads. Oh, so it apparently doesn't matter where I go, he just spits it at random ass people. Great. So I just need to be mindful of where my DPS can stand, that's all. Which is not over there now. Alright, looks like we should have no problem finishing this off. He's been a bit generous about... Oh my god, why am I getting so hurt? As I was saying, he's been a bit generous about where he spits that shit. So let's stun him for his last remaining HP. Come on, somebody limit break, it's full. Oh well. That's one dragon down. Let's see what this loot looks like. Ooh, it's good. Need, and oh, the healer left. Well, they all left, so nobody gets a commendation. Oh, and here comes Brayflox and her Pathfinders. Brayflox has come to give goodly Uplander Gobby hand-lending. You're a bit late. Okay, I did get it on. Looks actually not bad. I got one commendation. That's better than none. Alrighty, Brayflox. Goodly Uplander has thanks of Gobbyflock. Flighty Beast was tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plans making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brayflox happy gives tasty fresh Gobby treats to clever Uplander. Yeah, we did this for cheese, by the way. Cheese is stinky sweet Gobby treat, special make with secret Gobby arts. No party complete without Gobby Gouda. Brayflox every say. Yeah, it's pretty nasty from what I can see, but people like it. I guess it's like Limburger cheese. Smells awful, tastes great. I've never actually had Limburger cheese. It's only what I've heard. Even the name Limburger smells, yeah, it sounds terrible. Sounds like it smells bad. Alrighty, we're back with your cheese, Whiskate. I gather you've solved Brayflox's little problem. Sure did. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, it should be quite flavorful. How's it made? It's best that you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned of what kind of milk they use. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I want to know. Bravo, Foxy. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite something? I don't even know what that word is. Ah, your work is not yet finished. Before we can discuss Titan, you must first bring us a suitable wine. Speak to Durstweets over yonder. Now he is overseeing preparations for the banquet, and he will tell you what you must do. Durstweets, that's a name. Beg your pardon, madam, but I've got my hands full with... Oh, you're the adventurer sent to pick up the wine. Thank the gods we've had nothing on hand that will meet with Master Gigaruja's approval. Take this order slip and run along to Wineport. One of Westgate's friends from the old days, Shamani Lamani, is our supplier. That has to be a Lalafell. Who'd have thought that a former mercenary would have such refined tastes, eh? Everyone here agrees he's a natural vintner. If you're lucky, maybe he'll let you have a taste. Alright, so we have to go to Wineport. We're in Aleport, but we're going to Wineport. You know, I feel less like a legendary hero and more like an errand girl. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. Alright, so we're going to see what needs to be done at Wineport, but then we're going to take a little detour back to the Gladiators Guild. That's the word I'm looking for. Because we've got some paladin stuff to do. Shamani Lamani. I knew you were a fucking Lalafell. Sweat, grime, and blood. Ah, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? Here, this. An order, let me guess, a request for the finest vintage I can muster. This paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol. And there's also the... unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruja would not settle for anything less than the best. Durstweets and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you're confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You only shall need to discuss the wine, I suspect. Oh, materia. Determination, I guess. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny that it pays well. Ah, but you grow impatient, and Durstweets must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Berglaint, God, these names, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Sure, we'll go and talk to him. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. Oh God, it's worse than we feared. I've wound up in California. I would sooner serve you Gubu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Yeah, this guy is definitely a fucking Californian scumbag. Well, that didn't go very well. Let's see how our buddy over here reacts. Take it he said no. Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa is not a man known for his tact. I mean, he's just a hipster. That's all. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Okay, and what approach would that be? There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never before seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Ahem. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But, as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Berglaint to part with his wines, or our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. I can't believe we're going to all this trouble just to help somebody have a party. Just so they, that not even him, like his fucking bodyguard, can tell us about Titan. But anyway, we're going to hold off on that. We're actually going back to Ul'dah. Alright, I forgot. The Paladin is not in the what the fuck is it, the Gladiators Guild. He's over here at the Steps of Rule, or whatever this place is, the Chamber of Rule. That is a bunny paladin. She's got silver hair. So does that kitty boy over there. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart, and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels, before my father had time to thank him. Even today I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun, and let me guess, he's the guy who betrayed you, right? After that, all I ever wanted was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard, and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named Captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan's Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper. Yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn by the Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan's Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan's sworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We're forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lenosia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of these beasts would be a fine way to hone your skills that I will teach you. In the grove you will find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Really? Really? That's our test? We're gonna fight lemurs. Well, here we are. Off to kill a bunch of fucking lemurs. I can't believe this is a paladin quest. Like, this would be like an entry-level quest for like a gladiator or something. Except these guys are level 35. Prove your valor by murdering these animals. Well, that's it. The memories of Paladin's past have awoken in you. Did they also murder a bunch of animals? Jeez. Okay, genlins, I'm back after murdering some animals. Well done. You have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. No, I didn't. Because you didn't teach me anything. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. See, now I'm getting... Oh my god. Oath gauge. Interesting. Sheltron. Okay. Well, at this point, my next Paladin quest, I believe, is at level 40, so the next thing to do will be to get back to the main story quest, which we will do right now. Alright, so off camera, I went and I did some stuff. I did all of the hunt logs that I could. The only hunting thingies that I need to do from this point on are in Kurthus, which I have not gotten to yet, if you don't count all this. But these are all in a dungeon, except for like a few of them, so we're not going to worry about them now. So, I did gain a level or two, I believe, and we're going to just continue the main story quest. So, let's talk to this vigneron up here. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Well, you're useless to us. How about you? Can you help us? Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. Oof. So sorry for you, buddy. That is some rough shit. No luck, Most regrettable, but we had to try. Ah, but Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much more I could experience even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. Well, I don't really use any of these. Whatever. Just money. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzgilt, God, these names, can tell you where to find him. Alright, then we'll head in that direction. Alright, Ritzgilt, with your retarded name. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit. I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hell don't ask. When the man's got a face of scars like that, you best well leave enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the severed string, rather. Okay. Well, this must be the place. Looks like a place where a hermit would live. Whoa, yeah, sure does. What do you want? Here, have some booze. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Ugh. Well, he's not doing too good. Ooh, he's offering some stuff. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. You know, as somebody who lives in Florida, where midges have an extreme presence, I can only say fucking same, dude. I think I might have mentioned this in an earlier video, but midges in Florida are known as no-see-ums because they're tiny, but you sure feel them when they bite. They itch and they sting, and it's not fun. I don't want to fight this Gooboo. Oh wait, I don't have to because it's passive. Man, and these are dung midges too, so they fucking not only do they bite, I'm sure, but they also swarm around shit. So that just makes them, like, doubly unpleasant. I can't say the midges around here buzz a whole lot, though. They're a little bit too small. And though they do fly around in what seems like a swarm, I really doubt it's intentional on their part. I think they just go wherever they see something worth biting. I don't know what they do. Are they like mosquitoes? Do they drink blood? Or are they just assholes? Like wasps. If wasps also bit, as a, you know, in addition to just stinging whatever the fuck they want. I mean, technically wasps could bite you if they wanted to. They just tend not to. Did you know that ants are actually descendant of wasps? Or maybe it's the other way around. So it was either some wasps decided to be merciful and just say, you know what, we're giving up our wings so we can't chase you anymore. Or some ants were real assholes and said, I really want to sting you, but you're fast and up there. So I'm going to grow wings so I can also be up there and way fucking faster than you. It's one or the other. I mean, either way, we still have ants and we still have wasps. So I suppose it doesn't really matter. It's just a humorous little anecdote while I'm out here killing midge swarms. Alrighty, Dressed, I killed the bugs for you. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. Please, brothers, I beg of you. I said I'm sorry. Leave me. Leave me in peace. And this guy is disturbed. How's this armor? Well, I'm guessing it's probably better stats-wise. Let's find out. The game says no, so fuck it. What does it look like? Well, it actually looks kind of neat, but whatever. Do you have any children? I have a son and a daughter. They were so little when I left, they probably think I'm dead. I've been saving for years to buy passage back home somehow, but still not enough. Maybe you could bring me some jungle curl skins. I can sell them. I just want to go home. Man, did this guy's kids even survive the calamity? Who even knows? This place is really pretty. It's very green, very vibrant. Giant flowers, like straight out of Jack and the Beanstalk or something. Well, that's a giant girl. I don't know if I could fight that and win. Might find out, though. Yeah, fuck it. Come here. Oh, I still got hit with the paralysis, even though I stunned him. And we've got another one coming. Oh, we've got Choco Regen. That's gonna help. Ow. Stupid fucking paralysis. My poor Chocobo is gonna be paralyzed for life. Fuck this thing. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, it's dead. I had help. Oh, hey, that was all the curls we needed to kill, too. Man, doing fates is definitely not the fastest way to get seals, that's for sure. But I don't feel like doing random dungeons. Fuck you, Frog. We're not gonna do this shit again. If you watched my Idiots of Eorzea series, which I keep plugging shamelessly, you'll understand my feud with the frogs. Is it gonna come in here? No, it's not. Good. Please, even a few skins would help. Well, here's 4. You helped me. Even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Wait, what? Are you Garlean? I can't tell. Usually you'll be able to tell if they have a third eye. That's what they call it anyway. It's not really an eye that I know of. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer you. Oh, he must be Alamegan or yeah, probably Alamegan. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. So he was a Garlean conscript. Nice. Hand armor. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please, take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope one day to do the same. Well, at least they didn't execute you just for being associated with the Empire. Oh, fetch quests. Fetch quests, suck my ass. Fetch quests are the gas. It probably would have been a more effective song if I had switched those 2 verses around. Just for some comedic timing, I suppose. Late nights are always a trip for me. I start to get very silly. And I don't partake of any chemical substances or anything, so I can't even blame that. Where the fuck is this last shell? I didn't think palm trees had sap. Let's see if we can avoid being grabbed by stupid frogs. Spoiler alert, the answer appears to be yes, for a change. Don't worry though, this is not the last we've seen of the frogs. Back at Wineport, and it's daytime. Alright, Shamani. It has been some time, Foxy. What news do you have of Drest? This. Ah, yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I. Two men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he has been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Foxy. How are you going to visit him? You're blind. Ah, what am I doing? Oh, I'm hitting the V button instead of the C button. Well, those... Alright. I mean, they only... Oh no, they protect... Only the metal only protects my two first fingers. The fuck is the point of that? Whatever. Alright. What the fuck? A Goobu Sproutling minion. Oh no. By the gods. Foxy, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business. Yeah, I am. But I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. You know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found those leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Why do I gotta go back? Fucking... Well, here we are again. Let's show this guy a leaf. Oh, hello again. What is it? Here, look at this. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. Didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh Goobu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Goobus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. I've killed some Goobus in my time. I think. Oh, no, I'm sure I have. I've definitely killed Goobus on this character. Why is this green penguin thing called Bloody Mary? It's a hunt target, so it's level 50. So I'm not touching it, but... God damn. Oh, it's one of those things. It's one of those Empire flying machines. Damn. It's rusted as hell. Must be pre-calamity. Alright, Mr. Goobu, where are you? There you are. Shesmu. What a name. Reminds me of Red vs. Blue, the really offensive alien insult, Shizno. Which is a, an animal whose shit also produces its own shit. Which is definitely the most creative insult I remember from that time on the internet. Like an animal that's so vile that its defecations produce their own excrement, like additional excrement. So even it has shits that shit. And that's what the aliens called humans. What did Drest have to say, Foxy? Tell me everything. Well, here's a stick. It's actually a vine. Ahaha, I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... Yeah, I'd give him that look like I'm gonna kick his ass too. 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why? Yeah, good question. There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Berglint. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about the craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. So you needn't... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, it couldn't possibly be. A 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Foxy. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Ah, but do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Whisgate. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I am a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Man, and we're just going to hand it over to some snooty Lalafell businessman. Okay, finally we're going back to Costa del Sol. Alright, Whisgate. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Here you go. Take it. Is that... 7 hells, a 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Foxy. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Well, I don't really want this stupid Gubu thing. I wonder if... Nope, I can't trade it. God damn it. Well, I guess I'll just stick it in my inventory and never use it. I hate to impose further after everything you've done, but would you mind helping Durstwaite lay out the banquet? Our guests of honor are already here in Costa del Sol, and so Master Gigaruju has demanded we finish preparations immediately. The guests? Oh, I'm told that one is a beautiful Mikote scholar. Personally, I'm more curious about her companion, some famous adventurer with an endless list of accomplishments. Oh gee, I wonder who that is. But you can judge for yourself soon enough. Anyway, go lend Durstwitz a hand. The poor man is liable to collapse from the stress. Y'shtola has been sitting here for a while. Greetings, Foxy. I thought it fitting that I seek you out and offer my gratitude for all you've accomplished. Well, I mean, we only ran all the way across Eorzea to find food and wine for some snooty Lalafell's party, but, you know, it's whatever. Perfect timing, Foxy. Take all this and arrange it on the counter. No time to chat. They'll be here any minute. There we go. Oh my god, I have to do that for every single one. God, there's not much. That's that then. Excellent timing, Foxy. Now that both our guests are present, the feast can begin. Where are they, you ask? Why don't you ask your associate? I'm sure she'll be happy to explain. Y'shtola. You have the look of a woman who has been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for a banquet held in her own honor. And this, while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, it beggars belief. can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. That's an interesting shark. Lady Ishtola, Lady Games. God. A thousand pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, madam. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. Really? Come now, she must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Eorzea for a banquet, did you? Spare her your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Foxy has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten her. Aye, aye, fair's fair. There's no hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighted and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be god-slayers by his own criteria. Even if one found her wanting, she would be if even one found her wanting, she would be rejected without a second thought. But if she proved herself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support her cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Foxy with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure, but tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? She's a brave one, that much is certain. She willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost her her life. Her skill is undeniable. She stalked her prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Foxy, however, is a kind and generous soul. I am certain she has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at her side. Wily Uplander is talentful plansmaker, tricksy foe for a mighty rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Foxy Games, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers and pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Foxy Games, Titan's Bane. Foxy Games, Titan's Bane. Hooray, Titan's Bane indeed. Alright, who do we need to talk to? The dancer? Interesting. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Partake of the feast. Well, I mean, I spent all this time gathering this shit. Interesting. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Man, I wish I could find food as good as that. And now we talk to everybody. Shamani, don't mind my chocobo stepping on you. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Laminza, Eorzea, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Well, I'm the tank, that's what I do. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Brayflox. Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbies cannot be coming to rescue this time. But you didn't. Fuck you, Brayflox, you not WoW goblin. Man, those dancers are fucking cute. God damn. Anyway. Ah, Foxy, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landonell sends his regards. Oh, my chocobo just went away. Decided it wanted more Gishel greens. You are a veteran of countless battles, Foxy. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Fantastic. Y'shtola. You are kind to indulge them, Foxy. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Yes, we need to know a strategy for how to beat Titan. Or more likely, or I should say more accurately, how to get to his lair. New shoes that don't go with what I'm wearing. Story of my life. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosia. There you will meet with Riol, another man who once served the company. To ensure that this knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Alright, so we will be heading out to that location in the next episode. Will we finally face Titan? I sure hope so, because we've done nothing but run around and collect food and wine for this episode. So until next time, my name is Foxy Games, and I'll see you in the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Full Playthrough. Bye.